how huge Slowking is. It's absolutely massive. Kind of terrifying. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today I am hitting the Series 1 VGC ranked ladder in Scarlet and Violet with this Cetitan Trick Room team. Sort of a strange take on what Cetitan can do, what the new snow mechanic is capable of. But before we begin, if you are new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, because we're sharing fun rental teams all the time, okay? The goal here is to make teams that can win you battles on the ranked ladder with things that you don't normally see in the meta, the given meta. Whatever meta is happening, those are the teams that I'm trying to make off-meta versions of. And I've been wanting to try Cetitan for a minute now because it obviously gets Slush Rush. Any Pokemon that gets any kind of speed boosting ability inside of weather is typically good or has a niche of some kind that you can take advantage of. And as some people will know, snow is a different weather in this generation. It's not hail anymore. It does not hurt you in between turns. And what it does is it actually boosts the defense stat of ice type Pokemon, which can make for some fun situations and some survivability for ice types who before really had a hard time defensively. Timecodes are in the description below if you want to skip ahead to the battles, be my guest. But specifically with this team, I'm going to suggest that you watch the team builder because it is a little bit finicky. It's a little hard to pilot. I have faith that you can figure it out, okay? But, you know, if you want to dive right in, you can also do that, and then you might trip yourself up here and there while you're playing. The idea behind this team is basically, you're never going to be the fastest thing on the field, and you're never going to be the slowest thing on the field. But if your opponent's trying to be fast, you can change the conditions to slow, and if your opponent's trying to be slow, then you can change the conditions to fast. Whatever suits your needs is the way you need to go. And it's kind of fun because you can call it on the fly. Starting things off, we have Buster, the Armorouge here. Holding the weakness policy, this is a modest Armorouge, okay? Fire Terra type. It does not actually have weak armor in the rental code. It's Flash Fire to try and soak up if you have, if you lead with Abomasnow or if you lead with Cetitan and you know they're going to go for a Heat Wave or a Fire move into that slot, you can swap in Armorouge and get that nice Flash Fire bonus. It also has Clear Smog, which I don't know if people are using a ton, but I wanted to have some answer to Dondozo, so Clear Smog is your answer there. We also have Farafrig, which is a Pokemon, Farigiraf, which is a Pokemon that I have not used yet, but I've been excited to try, and it's actually not going to be what people expect it to be. Farigiraf does get Trick Room. This one's not Trick Room. That's not its role. It's actually Assault Vest. It's quiet. Farigiraf has a huge special attack stat, so I really wanted to surprise opponents with 4 attacking moves. You bring it in after Trick Room's already up, and it does have Armor Tail, which is a really nice ability that stops your opponent from being able to use priority moves. Psychic Terrain, you get that there as well, but Armor Tail is also really nice in case you don't bring Indeedee, which you're not always going to bring every member of this team. There are some overlapping roles, and things can be swapped out for other things on the fly. It's also a Fairy Terra type, so that you can get Stab, Terra boosted Dazzling Gleams to hit all of the dragons that are running around right now. It's a really nice option. It also helps you resist oncoming dark and fighting moves. We have Slowking, who is a citrus berry relaxed nature Slowking with Oblivious. It cannot be taunted. Okay, so don't worry about that. It's got Psychic, Hydro Pump, Trick Room, and Chilly Reception. Guys, Chilly Reception is such an exciting move. It's a new move that I think Slowking and maybe one other Pokemon get. You can correct me in the comments. Please feel free. What it does is you swap out and it sets snow. And Slowking is so slow that when you lead it on the field and you're not going for the Trick Room option, you can hit Chilly Reception with Cetitan in the back, and this thing's going to go last. It's going to immediately swap into Cetitan so that Cetitan gets a clean, smooth switch in without having to worry about taking a hit, and gets Snow set up so that Slush Rush is active. Really, really fun synergy there. And it also gets Trick Room, so this Pokemon is really going to be setting up whatever way you want to flip the field, whether you want to set up Snow for Slush Rush or whether you want to set up Trick Room. It's also an Ice Terra type in the rental code because with Snow active on the field, you will get a defensive boost if you become an Ice type. You're not going to use it that often, but it's nice in a pinch. We do have... Oh boy. We have Indeedee here. It's a Cobra Berry defensive Indeedee. It is actually a Steel Terra type, not Fire. It's got Psychic Surge Gang. This female Indeedee has Trick Room. Okay. This is, if you're not aware of what's currently happening, there is a glitch in the game in which Terra Dens will sometimes give you female Indeedees with Trick Room, when previously only male Indeedees could learn Trick Room, but now some female Indeedees can have Trick Room if you find it in a Terra Den. I am one such person. I was able to find a Trick Room Indeedee. They're really, really hard to find, and they are technically legal, and that's why people are pretty upset about it, because it's sort of random draw. Do you happen across a Terra Den that has a Trick Room Indeedee? You can't breed it. It's not an egg move. It just only appears when you catch it in a Terra Den. Kind of slimy, kind of grimy, but I wanted to try it because it is technically legal and it's a surprise for your opponent. Psychic, Follow Me, Protect, Trick Room. We have Cetitan. It's Slush Rush. It's Adamant. It actually does have full investment in attack and speed, so it's not a true Trick Room Pokemon by any means. It is there to outspeed, it'll outspeed a Dragapult if Snow is out, and it's there to do maximum damage. However, under Trick Room, it is going to be slower than Garchomp. You know what I mean? So it still does benefit from Trick Room in certain situations, just for the fact that it is not the fastest Pokemon in the world to begin with. When Hail is not active. Not Hail, Snow. When Snow is not active, you can still use this Pokemon in Trick Room to underspeed some common threats. And it's a Water Terra type in the rental code because Golden Go's the thing, and we can get nice stab boosts from Liquidation, Play Rough for, again, Dragons, and specifically fighting types that Cetitan otherwise would not love to run into. Life Orb. Really fun Pokemon. And finally, we have Abomasnow. It's got to go on a Snow team. This Pokemon has Snow Warning, which sets Snow when you enter the field. It also has Aurora Veil. It's got Blizzard. It's got Protect. It's got Giga Drain. It's a sassy nature. It's got Light Clay so that Aurora Veil stays up for a while. And yeah, this Pokemon is pretty simple, pretty easy to understand. It just sets Snow and Aurora Veil, which is really good. It's also a Ghost Terra type in the rental code because of oncoming fighting Pokemon. I know that Water Terra type is probably ideal there. Didn't have enough Water Shards to do both Cetitan and Abomasnow as Water Terra type, so we went with Ghost. And I think it could, again, surprise opponents. Never a bad thing. Also, something that I just wanted to say before we begin, Slowking and Indeedee, probably my favorite lead. What you do is you basically make your decision when you enter the field. You got Cetitan in the back, right? You got Armorouge in the back. You got Farigiraf in the back. Slowking and Indeedee, if your opponent leads a certain way, you can say, okay, they're going to set Tailwind. Let's go Trick Room. Okay, and the way that you do that is you can either Follow Me Trick Room to get Slowking a guaranteed Trick Room, or you can like attack with Slowking, or you can set Hail, or again, set Snow while Indeedee Trick Rooms, and then obviously if you do that, you don't want to swap right into Cetitan, but maybe you have a reason to try and set Snow because your opponent has Sun or your opponent has Sand or whatever, you know, and you want to just change the weather. That's another thing you can do. I like the idea of going with Trick Room with Indeedee because people are going to be expecting it on Slowking. Again, a little bit grimy, but it is very fun to do and surprise your opponent. Also, people expect that Trick Room is going to be on Farigiraf, so you can also do the same thing of like, if you lead Farigiraf and Indeedee, let's say, these are going to be your three leads most likely. You can Trick Room with Indeedee. They'll expect it's going into Farigiraf. Maybe they'll go for a Dark Pulse or something. It's Assault Vest, so it will live, something like that, especially if you Terra a Fairy. And then it's not actually Farigiraf going for the Trick Room. It's gonna be our Indeedee. That's sort of the idea behind the team. Again, a little hard to pilot because you do have to on the fly make the right calls about what kind of speed mode your opponent's going in so that you can do the opposite, but also very fun for that reason. And we're gonna try it out today. Everybody, thanks so much for clicking on this video. I do appreciate it. Again, rental code, PokePaste, Timecodes in the description below. Like, commenting, subscribing, always appreciated. And let's hop into our first battle, shall we? Okay, Phoenix has a cool team. I see Tailwind, likely the choice there for them. which means we want to go Trick Room. Slowking's our best Trick Room setter against Golden Go. And I think we have to go in DD because they could go with their Ghost type. Which... You know, we could also, though, set Trick Room by going... No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. We're going to go Slowking and DD. I was going to say we could go Abomasnow and DD and set Trick Room with a DD, but I don't think that's actually my best option. And I think we bring Cetitan in the back, and I think we bring Farigiraf in the back. I think this is the squad. Pretty solid. Brings all the new Pokemon I'm excited to bring to these games. Let's see. Pompadour sends out Golden Go and Armorouge. Fun. Both Pokemon have the opportunity to spread move, you know? Slowking has the better chance of living these spread moves, so my instinct is still to Trick Room with Slowking. But I can probably protect with Indeedee. Yeah, that's going to be my play. Weirdly, they're probably just going to go for like a Heat Wave and make it rain, right? Or maybe they'll Armor Cannon, you know, and that'll go into Indeedee instead. I think they wouldn't Armor Cannon into... You know, they might Terra Grass, and if they have, like, Terra Blast or something, they might do that into Slowking. Curious to see if that would actually kill, though. Make it rain. As you can see, Slowking eats that up, which we like to see. And they just go for Expanding Force, which is ultimately not very effective against both of my Pokemon. So I can't say I'm all that mad about that. Activate our Citrus. We like to see that. And we're going to actually weirdly target the Armorouge now. Golden Go is at -1 special attack, so it's going to be doing less and less damage. We're going to Hydro Pump into Armorouge. Armorouge is the Pokemon that my guys in the back have a hard time dealing with. Or a harder time, not a hard time. Again, I don't think I need to go for Follow Me yet. I could probably go for Farigiraf and get away with it. I just don't know if that's... I'm going to try. Because Farigiraf does have an Assault Vest. If they did go for like a Heat Wave instead of an Expanding Force here, we would still, you know, have that buffer. Golden Go just protects. Very interesting. Oh, they're going to reset Trick Room, aren't they? Yes, sir. They were definitely going to try and reset Trick Room there with Armorouge. I don't know why Golden Go would stay in there for any other reason. Baxcalibur is here. Let's go after Golden Go now, and we can also go for a Dazzling Gleam. I don't think that I want to... Who's the Pokemon they have in the back, likely? I think it's probably that Rotom, honestly. I think I just Dazzling Gleam. I'm not going to try and do anything fancy. They keep Golden Go in. So something about them is fine with being at -1 special attack. I guess they don't know that I'm Assault Vest yet on Farigiraf, right? They're not choice specs because they're not locked in. They take out Slowking. Even at -1. Golden Go's a good Pokemon, it turns out. And there's Glaive Rush into Farigiraf. Tons of damage there into Farigiraf. Not what you want to see. But we can go Cetitan now. Do I think Golden Go is going to protect on this turn? Kind of. Kind of. My instinct is actually to go for, like, play rough into Baxcalibur and to go for now, like, a T-Bolt into the Golden Go. I definitely want to Terra Water my Cetitan here. Because while it would have been really fun to Terra Fairy my Farigiraf, Golden Go makes that an impossibility. You know. I think Golden Go is going to protect here, though, which makes me feel more confident in going for the Play Rough here. I probably also didn't need to go for Play Rough because they just used Glaive Rush, so Ice Spinner was actually probably the play. They do not protect. Golden Go just completely decides I'm going to take that. Play Rough obviously going to kill Baxcalibur there. And we'll see. Are they going to go for a Shadow Ball or Make It Rain? I hope they go for Make It Rain because we'll resist it and they'll be at -2 for the rest of the game. Quite excellent. Quite excellent result. I also have Indeedee in the back, and we did not reveal Trick Room on Indeedee. So, that's a great turn of events. Let's see if I'm correct. Do we have... Yeah, Trick Room for one more turn. Also Psychic Train for one more turn. Does that matter? It means they can't, like, taunt my Protect on Cetitan, but I wasn't going to Protect anyway. I'm going right for Ice Spinner. Into the Murkrow. And we can probably D-Gleam at this point. I think Golden Go is likely to Protect on this turn to stall out the rest of Trick Room, but... They might Haze to try and get rid of the stat drops. It's probably what they're trying to do here, so I want to get rid of that Murkrow if we can. And we are going to underspeed the Murkrow. Very nice. With Cetitan, depending on the Murkrow set, that's not a given in Trick Room, you know? Murkrow doesn't have to be speedy because it gets Prankster. Oh, you know what? If it was Prankster, then it would have gone for Haze. If it was going for Haze, then it would have done that. It was going for, like, Foul Play or something. If it was going for Haze, it would have done that before. Right. So let's just Liquidation. I mean, this is a guaranteed dub here. Yeah. Okay. Not a bad first battle. I'm very happy with how the team worked there. Yeah, we just got ahead of our opponent, right? And just set that Trick Room, and then everything worked out behind us. Really, really not mad about that. Good game to my opponent. Oh, this is interesting. I have yet to see the Water Tauros on ladder. So that's really fun. Trick Room feels like, you know, what are you doing if you're not going for Trick Room here? I feel like I have a weird ability right now, though, to go Armorouge and Indeedee to lead, but then we set Trick Room with Indeedee. They won't see that coming. So they might just target Armorouge and we can just Protect, or depending on who they lead, we might just go for an Expanding Force or whatever. Turn 1. That's my instinct, is to try and do that. It could be a little risky, but I've been known to be a little risky boy. And then I think Slowking's not a bad bring in the back. The last Pokemon here is kind of a weird... it's going to be weird to grab no matter what. You know, Farigiraf has a really good matchup against some of these guys. Slowking has the better matchup against Golden Go, but Farigiraf has the better matchup against the Dragon and Dark and Fighting types. Let's do Farigiraf. Let's bring Farigiraf, because I'm also looking at the Serena. And that's not something Slowking wants to see. Come on. Okay. So we're going to protect here with Armorouge, and we're going to set Trick Room. That is my definite decision here. I think it's so much fun. They can't go for a Shadow Ball into Indeedee, so I'm not even really worried about that. What's this baloney? Okay, they're probably going to go for Dragon Darts. But we're a physically defensive Indeedee, so... Although Dragon Darts is also blocked by Wide Guard, so maybe they just didn't predict that. Oh, and if you protect... Oh, man. Could that kill us there? No, they went for Shadow Ball, not Make It Rain. I totally forgot that. Oh my gosh, Dragapult's so good. Yeah, when you protect, both of the Dragon Darts know to go into the other opponent. So it's not even like it's, yeah. That is so crazy. Okay. We can definitely Heat Wave here. And I could protect with Indeedee for one turn if I feel like I want to. Although, again, that would just mean that Dragon Darts goes into Armorouge twice, right? So maybe I just Psychic into the Dragapult. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some chip on that Dragapult, because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with that now. It's probably going to be the Farigiraf, right? Or no, it's you know what? It's a Dragon type. I could go Ice moves into that thing, right? And that did so much damage. Okay, I mean, Heat Wave might take that thing out now. Psychic really doing what I needed it to do there. Needed it to... Psychic really doing what I needed it to do there. I don't know what just happened to my mouth. I lost all control. I still think Farigiraf comes out here, right? And if I really wanted to, I could Terra Fire Armorouge. Armorouge should underspeed this Golden Go right now, I think. I kind of need it to. Let's go for the Heat Wave. I think they're kind of crazy if they stay in. But we're going to Degleam as well. Yeah. And I'm really glad that I haven't Terra'd yet, because if I had, that would mean... Oh, great. Yeah, send in your Dark type. Ooh, they're doubling. Who else wants to come play? I'm really glad I didn't Terra, because now I have that water defensive option in the back. With Cetitan, which looks like it might be in an end game without Trick Room. They're gonna give me Dragapult now. Very interesting. I'm in like the driver's seat now, because yeah, 2 turns of Trick Room, 2 turns of Psychic Terrain. They can't even just like 1 protect stall the Trick Room. So I think I actually just Expanding Force here. I don't even need to Heat Wave, you know? I just do this. This is great. Degleam's going to finish this. Yeah. I could have gone for any move I wanted there. And now we know it's going to be the Golden Go as the last Pokemon. And the fact that it's going to have to use Make It Rain to get these Pokemon off the field means they'll be even at less special attack by the time my Cetitan would come out. And again, I saved that Terra, so we'll be resisting those Make It Rains at that point as well. Very happy about this scenario. We definitely Heat Wave here. We definitely try to T-Bolt here. Again, I don't think it's going to work. And Make It Rain shouldn't kill Farafarig because we have the Assault Vest. So... they're going to protect to stall out that last turn of Trick Room. We have no more Trick Room setters. But it doesn't totally matter. Because we resist Make It Rain with Armorouge. So that doesn't even kill. And as long as everything hits, I think we'll actually take out the Golden Go before Cetitan even needs to come out. Which is such a cool thing to say, right? Because this is a snow team. Golden Go should run all over all the ice types you would typically see on a snow team, but it means that this team does account for things like that. Which I'm happy to be able to display. Good game to my opponent. Okay, my opponent, Moonroof, has a lot of Pokemon weak to Fairy. This could be a really good opportunity to go for Terra Fairy Girafarig. And I may even lead it. I think I'm going to do this really weird thing where I go Indeedee Farafarig, Trick Room with Indeedee, Terra turn 1. Because I really do think that I'm going to get the Terra off. Yeah, I think we have a really good chance of getting the Terra off, actually. There's also a lot of stuff weak to Abomasnow as well, though. Gosh, it's hard to make decisions when a lot of the Pokemon do good things for you. Let's go Indeedee for Farigiraf. Let's go... Cetitan and Slowking in the back. It's kind of strange because I wanted Cetitan in the back, and I kind of wanted to bring Abomasnow for weirdly like offensive matchups in this one. But having both of them in the back just speeds up Cetitan, and I think that I'm going for like a dedicated Trick Room turn 1 here. So we're gonna give it a go. Let's see what we can pull off. What we can't pull off. And let's Trick Room turn 1. Let's do it. Let's Terrestrialize. Let's go for the D-Gleam. They're probably going to try and knock something off of somebody here. So, turning into a Fairy type as a Psychic type. Really, really nice defensive and offensive move. These shinies look really nice together. Kudos to my opponent if you were trying to color coordinate. I'm really digging it. Put on the Heart Hat. It is massive on Farigiraf. Holy cow, look at that thing. That is huge. They're going to knock off my Assault Vest here, which is really nice because it means they're probably going for Dark Pulse into... Oh, no! They doubled into Farigiraf, but Farigiraf, again, is now a Fairy type. And this is going to hurt. Yeah, can't say I'm mad about that. And we're about to get Trick Room. So really, really good turn 1. We lost our Assault Vest. That's the biggest casualty of this first turn. Doesn't mean we can't still do stuff. Armorouge is coming out. We can follow me still, because Meowscarada might do something weird. And I still think that I Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, I want the stab boost. It's weird. It's not going to do a ton to Armorouge, which is annoying. But Armorouge should outspeed my... Well, you know who has a really good time against Armorouge is actually Slowking. So Slowking's probably coming in here if something goes down. Ooh, wide guard. Really nice. Okay. Should have thought about that. Weirdly, my opponent's still probably thinking they're going to take out my Indeedee here, and they're actually not. Because Indeedee is going to live thanks to Culver Berry, which never popped. Okay. I'm follow meing again, and I really want to get rid of the... Well, I tell you, I'd really love to get rid of the Armorouge, too. I'm not all that scared of Masquerada at the moment. Are they still going to wide guard? They're not, so they're gonna call my bluff. They're gonna get a move in. You turn off of Indeedee. Indeedee's still not gonna die. So we'll see what they go for here. I wonder if an Expanding Force without my Assault Vest would kill me. But they don't have an Indeedee themselves, so it's possible they're not running Expanding Force. Might just be like a Heat Wave. They're just gonna reset Trick Room. Okay. Okay. We're likely to see a wide guard again now. I think I still follow me because I think we're likely to see like a weird like wide guard plus. If they're going to wide guard, they're not also going to go for Earthquake, right? Because I think their armor still gets hit by that. But it does mean that I cannot go for Dazzling Gleam on this turn. I could Twin Beam into Garchomp, but I'm not worried about Garchomp. I'm more worried about the Armorouge. I have to get more damage off on it. And if Indeedee goes down here, Slowking comes right back in. And can Chilly Reception, actually. Indeedee avoids, and Farigiraf avoids. And they're just going to Armor Cannon. That's great. They're going to drop their special defense here. I could have Dazzling Gleamed on that turn. I mean, I still am holding on to my belief that it was not the call there, but I think Slowking comes in now. Slowking goes for Chilly Reception. And we try to move forward with Cetitan outspeeding things in the very near future. And I think that I may... Gosh, do I go for the Dazzling Gleam now? I think I might. Let's Chilly Reception, though. No, I gotta get rid of this Armorouge, don't I? Yeah, I'm pretty confident that Chilly Reception's going up, so we're gonna Thunderbolt into Armorouge. The temptation is there. Big time. Is this gonna be a Ground Terra? Yeah. I think Cetitan should definitely still be... okay, good. They went for Wide Guard on that turn, meaning... They do go for EQ. Does it protect... Oh, wow. Wide Guard does protect in that way. I did not know that. It's very interesting. Farigiraf gonna die? Yeah. I don't know why the bar, like, does that weird thing now, but... It does. Late game hail. And the spooky thing now is that their Armorouge could go for a fire move. Wouldn't be great. No more Psychic Terrain. I'm starting to wonder if Trick Room was the play there, because if Trick Room had been the play there, we still might be underspeeding these things, but it wouldn't have been guaranteed. We can Ice Spinner into Garchomp. I think I'm pretty sure I have to do that. And then I think we Psychic into Armorouge. I know that it's not very effective, but they are at -1 special defense, and it guarantees I hit instead of, unlike Hydro Pump, which I don't really want to have to bank on an 80% accurate move. We're gonna Psychic into Armorouge. Oh, God, can I do that? Can I do that? I'm gonna do that because I think they're probably gonna Armor Cannon. They're gonna Protect with Garchomp. They'd not shown Protect yet. That was a really nice play. I mean, yeah, in hindsight, it feels so stupid not to Protect on that turn to get rid of Armorouge before Cetitan. That would have been such a nice win had I just... I messed that up. I just messed that up right there. Fumbled the bag on the end line. On the end line. They're going to go for Flower Trick. It's going to do a ton of damage. I really did see an out for myself there. And in retrospect, yeah, I think Trick Room would have done a better job for me because then Slowking would have undersped, or would have outsped Armorouge on that turn and taken out Armorouge, even if the Garchomp had Protected. It's a really hard call. It's what I'm talking about when I say this team is hard to pilot. User error there. Good game to my opponent. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you want to use this Cetite room, as I'm calling it, team for yourself, rental code is on the screen right now, also in the description. Also, the whole team description's in the description. Description and description and description. Description inception. And also the Poke Paste. Go use it on Showdown as well. I'd be happy to hear about how it goes for you. If you do use it, leave a comment. And on your way down there, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss these cool, fun teams. This team worked out. It pretty much went the way that I thought it was going to, which was like, we're probably going to mess something up. And we're going to succeed a couple times. And that's sort of the fun nature of using a team that in any given moment can turn the tides or turn the tides. You know what I mean? Like, it's not always good. It's not always bad. It's just sort of a fun team to use with a bunch of Pokemon you don't usually see. And isn't that the goal here on the Pokeberm channel? There's also a link to a Discord in the description below. My community has a Discord in which people are sharing rental codes, trading Pokemon, talking about Pokemon. Go check that out. It's called the Berm Firm. Love to see you over there as well. And you can follow me on Twitter Billionaire toy site, Billionaire's newest toy website before that implodes. I'm always talking about Pokemon and stuff over there. And hey, go check out Pokesports, by the way, which is a channel that recently featured my Grafai team, a team that will be unshared soon. So go check out that video, go use that team rent it before I have to make room for a new team. And go like Pokesports stuff, because sometimes I edit their videos. They showcased my my Grafai team. They're good friends. So do go support them as well. That's going to be it for me. Thanks so much for checking out this video. And until next time, my name is Berm. See you later.